Good morning and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View. What an absolutely fantastic way to start the video this morning. I hope it finds you well. It is game day. I hope it gets you up and ready for the game tonight. Yes, it is about playing without fear tonight. It's about making sure that we try our best. And we can dare to believe. Yes, we can dare to believe. I think that we can actually do it if we go out and perform the way that we know we can. We need to win by 2 clear goals in Germany. Can Celtic win by 2 clear goals in Germany? Well, could this ultimately be the day that Celtic win away? It would have to be the day that Celtic win away. And to win by 2 clear goals in Germany, it's going to get us, can we do it? Can we do it? Brendan Rodgers, there's been a player that spat the dummy out that left, and you always love it when players leave the club and they have a little dig about the fact that they just didn't get enough game time at Celtic. Yes, there's a player that has just left Celtic, and he is now complaining about Brendan Rodgers. Yeah, he's complaining about Brendan Rodgers and saying that he didn't believe in him. Maybe the fact you just weren't good enough, Louis Palmer. Maybe the fact that you just weren't good enough. 25-year-old made just 10 appearances across all competitions with Celtic this term. With the return of Jota, signalled at the end of Louis Palmer's stint at Celtic. He's a player that could turn up for his national team, and he's godlike back in Honduras. But when it came to playing for Celtic, he just didn't do it, did he? He just didn't do it. He had a bright start to his Celtic career, but he admitted after waiting for his chance and struggling for game time at Celtic Park, he was granted his wish. And he actually impressed in a 4-league win in Greece, where he came from. Back to where you came from, as they say. Despite a promising start to his Celtic career, he had some nice fancy footwork. He seemed to not live up to the expectation that Celtic fans had. He said to the media, he said, "It was an opportunity. I was anxious and waiting for a chance this season. I'd like to thank the new coach, my coach, for having faith in me. It's what I've been waiting for." Was that a little dig at Brendan Rodgers for not having faith in him? I think we did have faith in you, Louis, but you just didn't do it enough at Celtic. You were too ball greedy, you kept the ball too long, you didn't pass when the right pass was there, and you just didn't perform. Let's just face facts. And he went on to say, "We knew it was important to score a quick goal in this game." They obviously won the game. He says, "I'm here to provide goals and assists." Palmer, he's a bit of a Marmite player. I wish he had just lived up to the expectation. If he had scored a few more goals, maybe he could have got into Brendan Rodgers' thoughts, but for me, he was too ball greedy sometimes coming in from the wing. Anyway, tell me where you're going to be watching the game from tonight. Do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in miracles as Celtic are in Germany? As you see at the beginning of the video, there was a video going around Twitter. Celtic fans over there. A lot of people leaving this morning. There's a few people from the channel that are on their way as we speak. They're maybe even in Germany by now at this time of day. They got the 6:40 flight. But will it need a miracle to take down Bayern in their own stadium? They are going with the agenda that, look, we won at Celtic Park. There's not many teams have won in Celtic Park over the last year. So give us a bit of respect for doing that. It is not an easy game against Celtic. The scoreline in the first half made it look easy, but they were a hard team to break down, and they did give us a game of it the last 20 minutes. If we go out and we start the game like that in Germany and we have a good go at them, have no fear. Just go out. I would think we would all rather that they went out absolutely giving her all. When you look at it, It's been a fantastic campaign in the Champions League. It has been a fantastic campaign in the Champions League. We've got further, and people say the new format has done as well. There's a lot of teams that finished below Celtic that were pot 3 teams. I mean, face it, the old setup, Celtic were a pot 4 team as it stands just now. There were a lot of teams that went out that were pot 3. So you have to look at it that. And could we have done a little bit better? Yes, there was a game against the Croatians that I thought if we had won that, it could have helped us out. But it is what it is. Would defeat away to Germany be a defining moment of the season? No, I think that defeat in Germany against Dortmund was a defining one that helped change and motivate the players to show that they can do better and play better at a top level. And we're still all to play for in the league. We're maybe 13 points in front at the top of the table, looking down on the Rangers. But when it comes to it, we've still got the games to play. We need to focus, whatever happens tonight, whatever happens. We need to get behind the team and completely focus on winning the league and the Scottish Cup. We're still in line for a treble. So, with that being said, back in 2003 when we got to Seville, we won absolutely nothing. We won nothing that season because we were that focused on Seville. And I think this year, would the treble be a bad thing? Not at all, would it? Not at all. I think that we're more positive going into this end of the season. Dyson Maeda playing through the middle towards the end of the game could be fantastic. I think that he will start on the wing with Nico Kuhn. I don't think he'll start Dyson through the middle at the beginning of the game because then that then leaves 2 strikers on the bench. Brendan Rodgers doesn't like leaving 2 strikers on the bench. That means you would have to drop Johnny Kenny from the team. And leave Adam Ida as backup. So I think he's going to play Adam Ida. He's going to start with Adam Ida at the beginning of the game. I think he'll have Jota on one wing and maybe Dyson Maeda on the other, and then he'll bring on Nico Kuhn in the second half to allow Dyson Maeda to then play through the middle the last 20 minutes of the game. And the midfield, it speaks for itself. You're going to have Callum McGregor start, you're going to have Rio Tati, and you're going to have Arne Engels will all start the game tonight. Paulo Bernardo's out injured, remember, so it's unfortunate for him that he's not going to be able to play in this game. And then at the back, it's going to be Cameron Carter-Vickers, Austin Trusty, Alistair Johnston, and I think Brendan Rodgers might throw a little spanner in the works and drop Greg Taylor and start with Big Jeff. I think he might start with Big Jeff. It's just a feeling I've got. He may not. He might just stick with Greg Taylor, the tried and trusted. But I just got a funny feeling he might mix it up a bit and start with Jeffrey at the back. Tell me your thoughts on that team. Tell me what you think the scores will be tonight. I said last night that I think it'll be 2-1 to the Germans. I just think it'll be the same scoreline again. And that's going with my head. My heart says 2-0 Celtic. My heart says 2-0 Celtic all day long, and we go through. We managed to keep them out at the back. We defend like we did in Atalanta, and we score a goal right in the first minute like we did before, and then we score another goal just to put it to bed in the 85th or 90th minute the Celtic way. And it's going to be such a ride, and it's like, can we hold on, can we hold on, can we hold on? We'll get that goal and just to take us through, which would send the fans into... it'd be like a meme coin to the moon. Anyway, on that note, make sure you join us later on this afternoon, and then the live that will be 1 hour and 30 minutes before kick-off as we get the team news as released by Celtic in Germany.